It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. The results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Orlando coming out with the win against Portland.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
A look at the... Starting group for the Magic. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Payne out there with Houdini. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Taylor. And Aminu kicks to Taylor. There's the screen. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Davis. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he gets it back. But they get it back. Tries yet again. The shot is off. Great D that time from Houdini.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And there's the feed to Taylor. Plays it up and banks it in. Taylor's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Portland.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
That sent it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
And the basket by Lillard.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And so here's Orlando, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well, and you got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, it's all about the results, right? And if you can limit open looks, sometimes you can get into an opponent's head. So even when they do spring free, they lack the confidence or at least are distracted and aren't able to knock those shots down. His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Plumlee with the screen. Back to Taylor. Wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Taylor's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Here's Houdini. There's a good screen. And it's Payne in the corner. Here's Vucevic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Knocked loose. And now Orlando on the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively. That
indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the Magic pick up 2. Plumlee with the screen. 6 to shoot. Taylor kicks to Lillard. And that one goes long. The Magic leading by 3. Pass to Houdini. For 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars than a game of basketball. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Vucevic's screen on Lillard. Here's Houdini, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Damian Lillard. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That's good for Houdini. Orlando making some changes. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Gordon. And it's Oladipo in for Payne. Trailblazers trail by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Houdini. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Johnson, he's checked in for Harris. Both free throws good from Houdini. Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. Came in a screen. Stolen away. Here's Houdini. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Back to Lillard. To end the drought. He takes it up and lays it in. Lillard's got his second basket.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Trailblazers trail by 8. And Lillard kicks to Gooden. Dishes it to Kaman off the screen. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kaman's got his first bucket of the night. The Magic have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Houdini passes to Smith. Now here's Butler. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Lillard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lillard's got 6.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Here's Houdini, covered by Lillard. Here's Houdini, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closer. Feeds to Gooden. To the right side. 4 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Butler. Aminu with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Butler kicks to Aminu. Just 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. 3-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Terrific game for Houdini. He's already got 9 points and also 3 nice steals.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
Kelloggese, right?
Yes.
Kelloggese.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. For Orlando, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Taylor. No luck. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Orlando out in front. They lead by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Magic leading by 7. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Payton is out there with Payne, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Here's Vucevic, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Taylor dishes to Plumlee, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Payton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Orlando making some changes. Victor Oladipo comes in for Payne. And Houdini subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 7th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
Players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A lift the steal leaders among point guards. Freak number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
Now, here's Aminu. Following the miss by Freak, Lillard attacking, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Lillard's got 10 points in the quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's got 7. Vucevic is screen on Lillard. Here's Houdini. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Kaman.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Orlando making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Johnson comes in for Gordon. And it's Hazanya in for Tobias Harris. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Now here's Taylor. 10 points for him. Here's Kaman. He's off from 17 feet.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the three in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Trailblazers leading by 5. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Right side Taylor. Down low. From 10 feet out. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Kaman's got 5 now.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Smith with a screen on Lillard. Here's Houdini. Out to Smith. Johnson wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. There's the dish to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Kaman a screen. The steal. And now Orlando on the break. Houdini passes to Johnson. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Houdini. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. If you look at Memphis, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course, Portland. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And for Portland, they've staggered along here early in the season. They're going to be in for a long year if they don't make some real quick progress.
Well, good news, bad news here. I mean, the good news is they have time to make up the ground they've already lost. The bad news is they don't have enough talent to do it.
Kaman's shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
1:22 left here in the second.
One more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
Here's Houdini. He's got 20. And it's sent back by Kaman. And he recovers it. Here's Houdini. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Oladipo. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Right side Taylor. 9 feet out. Good as the jump shot falls. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the first one goes.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Now Aminu. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And the first half comes to a...
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it.
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard out there with Taylor. Then there's Davis. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. Here's Houdini. 26 points for him. And Davis sends it back. Outside, Taylor. Top the key, Aminu. Plumlee with the screen. Aminu with it. Now defended by Houdini. Back to Taylor. He kicks to Plumlee. On the wing, Davis. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Magic. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards with the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. Damian Lillard is second.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 18. Here's Aminu. Portland, no good that time either.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Here's Houdini. Davis with the double team. Kicks it to Gordon. To the wing right side. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Payne. The Magic again can't hit.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Houdini. Here's Aminu. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Ugly start to the second half. They missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Houdini. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That's good from Houdini. Payton, he's checked in for the Magic. Both free throws good from Houdini. Portland leading. Pass to Vonleh. It's hauled in by the Magic. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Right wing. Here's Houdini. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Lillard. Over to the wing. Here's Gooden. From 13 feet, it goes down. Gooden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Houdini, defended by Butler. Gordon with a screen on Butler. Out to Harris for the tie, and he gets the bucket. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And the pass to Vonleh. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Houdini. 28 points for him. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. They'll shoot two.
Looking at how they stacked up in the league statistically over the last month, here's what the Trailblazers did. 3rd and second chance points. 4th in rebound. They're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And as for their number 2 ranking in second chance points, that relentless pursuit on the offensive glass has led to a lot of easy opportunities. And believe me, they don't miss many.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Butler goes in. And count the basket is fouled. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Houdini. He has 30. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Payne out there with Houdini. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. Taylor kicks to Aminu. Davis sets a screen. Back to Taylor. The feed to Aminu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard attacking. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right.
Davis sets a screen. Lillard dishes to Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration. Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Lillard, the pass to Aminu. Now, here's Lillard. D right on him. Aminu with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
It's like they forgot that anybody else is on the floor. They're just going at each other right now.
I know it's a team game, but every now and then, guys detour into the one-on-one action that we've got on our hands right now.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
To the paint, here's Gordon. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Conley's checked in.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here's Houdini by Lillard.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Here's Houdini. Gordon with a screen on Lillard. Who's that jam? I mean, just...
And ran his man straight into the screen.
Sit down.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here. Lillard has been playing really well. He has 23 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Aminu over to help. Here's Houdini. To the wing right side. Here's Vucevic. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. Off the screen. Rejected by Harris. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Taylor kicks to Lillard. The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Houdini. Gordon, the pass to Houdini. Back to Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. To the inside. Can't hit from in close.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Houdini, doubled by Plumlee. Here are the Magic now. Clock at 6. Here's Houdini. Taylor with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Plumlee with the screen. Lillard attacking off the pick. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Payne. That's good from Plumlee.
Magic timeout.
All right then, let's get up and get loud for your laser dancers.
The Magic trail by 12. Here's Houdini, looking to end the drought. And he banks in the layup. Houdini's got 42 in the game.
He's showing great leadership here, willing his team into this game with his performance, doing everything in his power to cut into the lead.
Ball's knocked loose. The kick out to Oladipo. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Wide open shot is on the money. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter. Portland leading by 8. Here is Lillard. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Misses in close.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 25 points in the game.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Houdini, the kick out to Oladipo. And Portland making a change here. Davis is checked in. And Orlando has possession. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It goes straight through with the swish. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Houdini. Outside Gordon. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses.
Oh, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Lillard outside. Elbow shot is on the way. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Houdini's got 46 points.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges. Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Money!
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Taylor, and now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul them right away.
Out to Harris. Here's the 3. Portland grabs the miss, and they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
They get it back. Johnson dishes to Payton. Launches a 3. Pizzagna's shot is off. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after half. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our